If there's one reason why golfers struggle with driver more than any other club in the bag, is because they think it's a different swing. It quite simply is not. Learning how to release the driver the same as the iron, yes, the same as the iron, will unlock freedom through strike like you have never felt before. One of the simplest drills you could ever imagine could give you the feel that will unlock fairways, lower scores, and a handicap that will be better than you ever have achieved. In today's lesson, I am going to deliver all of the above and more. How often you head down to the range and you're working on your iron swing and you're hitting 7 irons like you've never done before. You feel like for the first time ever you have mastered the golf swing and you feel like you're ready to take on the world. Then you get your driver out. The simplicity, the clarity that the iron gave you, all of a sudden, when you stand behind your driver, you look down the fairway, you think of the same thing, and before you know it, you are hitting some of the worst drives you've ever hit. And now you are caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. We all know with the irons that we have to hit them off the floor the majority of the time. And we are told we need to hit down. And when you hit down on the golf ball, that interaction with the turf is what you make that really strong sensation, that ball compression, that power, the efficiency. And when you see that divot fly, everyone is happy. Well, of course, with a driver, when we tee the golf ball up, that sensation feels like we can't achieve it because the ball is teed up. Well, I promise you, folks, that when you create the same grip pressure, the same handle track down through strike as your iron, as your driver, you will feel exactly the same. But we must recognize that whilst the grip and the head are doing fundamentally the same thing down through strike, the feels are going to be slightly different. Now, with the iron, when we strike down, we meet the golf ball earlier in the stance. We meet it more in the center, not quite the center, but very close to the center. And when the ball is being met earlier in the center, you can see that the golf ball is being met in this part of the circle. With the driver, the grip is in exactly the same place, but the ball is being met in this part of the circle. Now my grip can still feel down with my driver, and it can still feel down with my iron. But when I'm pushing the grip down with my driver, and the golf club is still allowed to swing, can you see that even though I'm pushing the grip down, which is keeping the club head up, it still allows the club to swing and strike up on the golf ball. That striking up on the golf ball is what makes the driver hit the golf ball in the air with an angle of attack that's positive at 3.6 up. But with the iron, when I'm pushing down on the grip here, and I'm still striking the golf ball in this part of the circle, the club head is still up, and I'm striking it in this part of the circle. You can see that my angle of attack is now down at 5.4 degrees. So the grip pressure in both of these shots, the pushing down of the grip underneath the body, is the conduit that is the same for both clubs. But one, where we meet the ball earlier in the circle, we are still creating an angle of attack down because we strike it in this part of the circle. That same pressure down meets it in this part of the circle. Now, how that lead wrist works through both of these shots is crucial. And how it ties in with that lead shoulder is the magic move, is the moment that allows you to feel pushing down and the swing moment. So with the driver, it's a very simple drill. I want you to take an alignment stick and put it in line with the golf ball, and then set up to the ball just like you would do with an iron shot. The ball for a 7-iron should hang out roughly underneath the lead ear. I want you to take the golf club back so the club shaft is pointing at 45 degrees. Now, I want you to pull the grip up and push the grip down. As you then push the grip down, I then want you to move around. So now you're pushing the grip down and you're moving the grip around you. I'm just going to move that cane back, which will now allow you to feel the pressure down and the golf club moving around. So that force down with the grip and moving around enables us to have that angle of attack down, a straight path and a good face to path. Now if you've watched this video up here, you'll know that that's a really good video to perfect your grip. If you're a member of the channel, you are lucky enough to get this exclusive video that's worth its weight in gold. Join the channel for $4.99 and you can watch this video that will unlock your grip like never before. Now, I want to talk about how the grip pressure that felt exactly the same with the iron can feel exactly the same with the driver. I've now set myself up to the driver just like I did with an iron, with the golf club on the cane. Now what I want us to do is take the golf club back to 45 degrees, and now I'm going to push the grip down the cane, and as I push the grip down the cane, I'm going to allow the club head to swing past me, but I'm going to keep the track of the grip running along the line of the cane. The grip is not going to be allowed to move past the cane. The grip moves down the cane and the club head is going to swing past me. So I can feel the grip pressure down and the club swing. So I now set myself up to the golf ball like I would do normally with the driver, off the left heel. Cane is still in the same position. I'm going to take the golf club back to 45. I'm going to pull the grip in. I'm now going to push the grip down and unload the head. I'm going to push the grip down, not going to move it towards the target. I'm going to push the grip down and I'm going to unload the head. I'm now going to do exactly the same thing in one motion. I now feel the grip push down and the club head swing. Now you can see that the angle of attack went up at 2 degrees. Pushing down with the grip and the club head rising up is not a familiar feel with 95% of the golfers in the world. Because the way most golfers think about hitting up on the ball is by feeling the grip rising up as well. Now you can see as this grip rises up, it offers the face out to the right. Sure, it makes you feel like you're hitting up, but that same sensation is exactly the same one that leaves the ball hanging out to the right. So with my setup, club behind the golf ball, back to 45, pull the arms in. I'm going to push the grip down and I'm going to make the head swing. I'm going to push the grip down the length of the cane so I don't get that club pulling forwards. Push it down the length of the cane and make the club head swing. I'm going to push the grip down the length of the cane and I'm going to make the club head swing. That's the sensation that I'm going to feel where I apply pressure down on the club with the golf club swinging. That is exactly the same feels that I have down through strike that allows me to feel an iron swing can create pressure down without the swing, pressure down without the swing, pressure down with the swing. So all of a sudden, I've got exactly the same sensation with the grip pushing down, head swinging, as I do with both golf clubs. It's one swing. It's just a different point that we meet the golf ball in relative with the iron and the driver. This pressure down with the grip is crucial to give you the opportunity to stay in your posture and allow you to line the face up. Ultimately, it defines your angle of attack and gives you the opportunity to find the center of the club face and to launch the ball just how you want to. Driver can be a really frustrating golf club. When you start to hit up on the golf ball, find the center of the fairway and the sweet spot, it really becomes a joy of a golf club to work with. But not only that, it gives you the opportunity to make it feel the same with your iron as it does with your driver. Are you tired of paying too much for your premium leather golf gloves? Head over to gxgolfgloves.com. These are gloves tried and trusted by elite amateurs and tour players alike. Enter my code GOODCOACHING to receive 10% off your next order. Go try them out, you won't be disappointed. Try that drill, let me know how that works for you. If you've got any questions, do comment in the box below. And that, my friends, is good coaching.